What's up, y'all? It's John again. Today, I felt like talking a little bit about the culture war that's going on online. Um, how it's just bringing out the lowest parts of both men and women. First off, a little more perp, so let's get that. I'm gonna need a re-up soon. I am starting to run out, so hoping that the place I go to also has shrooms. Anyways, so yeah. The online culture war is just dismal at best. I got back and forth into a thread on Twitter. There's some guy, I forget his name, I don't feel like looking it up right now. He basically is flaming different girls who are like e-girls, OnlyFans girls online. And I'm not here to like say like, we should defend like us. I'm not here to shame sex workers. I'm also not really here to defend them. I understand why there's so much male disgust at it, because I am male and I know how I feel about it too. But I don't think it's worth going on the offensive about. And this guy's been going on the offensive real hard, and I feel like it's a great case of like hurt people hurting people. That's what most of the internet is: hurt people hurting people. I make this case all the time that we like to think that we're intelligent enough to be like, no, what I'm seeing on my screen, this isn't real life, so I shouldn't be upset by it the same way as if someone were saying these things to me in real life. And I make this case all the time that we're not smart enough to distinguish that. Our emotions are on a deeper, more primal level than our thoughts, right? So it doesn't matter if it's something you saw on a screen or if it's something you experienced in real life. The emotions you get from it are all the same. They affect you all the same. That's the problem, is that we're all facing like mass trauma. Like most of us are basically traumatized from something. Some brought real life trauma onto the internet. Some people got traumatized by the internet. Either way, it's a real problem. It's causing the culture war. It's the hurt people hurting people thing. I've always been a fan of that whole phrase, like if you don't heal what cut you, you'll bleed on people who didn't harm you. I think that's what the internet is in a nutshell. We're all fighting like a straw man version of our argument, of a collection of people who make up this single profile of like the person we're fighting against when we make our points online. Men and women are doing this. This is across the board. This is a human thing that's happening. And I just made the case to a girl that was getting shamed by this guy, like, hey, he's farming engagement. Bullying people and being mean online is the best way to get attention. You just have to, not engage with it. A bunch of people call me simps. Cool, whatever, don't really care. I've made peace with shit. Like, I don't need your approval. I have a strong group of men that I'm a part of, you know what I mean? The fact that I know I could fuck these dudes up if I chose to, is also very reassuring. As a man, if you don't fight, you should learn to. It will give you a lot of confidence in just about any interaction you'll ever have. But yeah, I see what's happening here, and I see the projection. There's a lot of projecting, and the women are guilty too. Like, you know what I mean? The mean girl thing is a thing that it has gotten out of hand online, and it all stems from much deeper cultural problems. People are just having emotional outbursts, essentially. But I always say that the big thing is that women follow; they don't lead. Men lead. And I would say the demoralization of men started before I was even born. it was in full swing by the time I came of age, for sure. And because the men are so demoralized and not behaving like men, the women have followed suit and have started behaving somewhat aggressively like men, and it's led to, I think, like I said, the mean girl thing online has gotten out of hand. The shaming has gotten out of hand. And the problem is also social media is like female domain, because social attacks are how women operate. This is them on their natural, you know what I mean? Like, this is their natural way of battling somebody is like social attacks. As men, we can try and fight that, but we're obviously very physical. It's like, I will punch you square in the motherfucking jaw. Can't do that on the internet. So a lot of guys are just resorting to being extra awful online, saying the most fucked up shit you can, because it's the only way you can put aggression or violence in a format that has no physical space. That's a losing battle on the online space. A lot of men just don't know any better. Base used to mean something. I used to go on 4chan a long time ago. I think I stopped going on there like 10, 11 years ago now. Base used to mean something. It doesn't anymore. Being like a dick online isn't like, that doesn't make you a man. Like, a lot of dudes really just need to get into a fight gym and experience what it is to get hit in the face a few times, humble themselves, and then discipline themselves. I think that's the real solution, is actually men finding discipline, because we don't have that amongst men, and undisciplined men have led to women becoming what they are. I have a lot of problem with the way a lot of modern women, as they call them, right? I have a problem with how that's all gone too, but the solution is not to start fucking acting like them. Like, be a man, be better, and as a man, choose a good woman, start a good life. Eventually, the women who are undesirable will be weeded out. Same with the men. I hope guys realize most men don't procreate. Most men don't procreate. I'm not saying you have to vie for female approval. That's definitely not it. That's not what women want either. But actively trying to repulse women or deflect them is definitely not the goal. Male goal is to get laid. Come on, guys, let's be real at the end of the day. Or straightforward. Female goal is actually a lot more encompassing of their whole life. That's why it's a different game for them. But male goal is to get laid and not compromise your integrity. You don't have to be a fucking dickbag for that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I really hope that, as much as I don't care for the conservative party, I'm not right-leaning at all. I'm actually very left-leaning. Now that I'm part of a fight gym, I'm interacting with a lot more people who are far more right-leaning, I would argue, is the demographic side there is. They at least still have the virtue of discipline and character. I know that's not all of them, but I mean, like, there will be I would argue the core base of, like, martial artists and fighters who are actually really worth a damn, really about it, have integrity, character, and discipline. Tend to be a little more right-leaning and conservative values, but nothing wrong with that. Just is what it is. Remember, guys, we have to lead. The men lead, the women follow. That means wading through a bunch of shit, I know. But be a man. It's what we are. It's what we do. Alright, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. One more hit before I go. Because smoke weed every day. Peace.